Thank you very much for inviting me. Namaste. I wanted to visit this city, of course, first to participate this summit meeting. Korea is a very much developed country of this smart city concept, and I wanted to introduce Korea's case. And I think the second important, my personal purpose was to see the realization of the famous architect and the city designer Le Corbusier's dream and vision to this city. I'm going to visit places here as my important learning experience after this meeting. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to join you all here at the inaugural session of Urban Transformation Summit in this beautiful city of Chandigarh. I have heard a lot about this city, planned by famous Swiss French architect Charles-Edward Jeanneret, popularly known as Le Corbusier. The city is considered to be his crowning work and one of the world's architectural masterpieces. I have heard that Le Corbusier philosophized about urban planning, and by designing Chandigarh, he attempted to realize his ideas of utopian city. Inspired by classical Rome, the famous architect conceived the master plan of Chandigarh as an analogous to human body with a head, torso, and limbs. The capital complex, which is the head, is a UNESCO's World Heritage Site. I look forward to witnessing this architectural marvel this afternoon. Having this urban transformation summit in this city has thus a lot of symbolic significance. The world is fast urbanizing, and as far as India is concerned, it is urbanizing faster than many other countries. With rapid economic growth, more and more people are moving to cities and towns for education, livelihood, or for better life. It is estimated that more than 500 million of India's population will be urban by 2025, and this presents a huge challenge for urban planners to make provision for housing, infrastructure, transport and mobility options, electricity, drinking water, waste management, healthcare, to name a few. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been in India for almost 2 years now. I do think that it will not be out of place if I share some of my thoughts about urban spaces in India. Whenever I pass through Lutyens, Delhi, I see bungalows with expensive lawns, wide bluebird. These grand monumental structures give me a feel of great showpieces, but not much of use to the common people, ordinary people. There is other side of Delhi where there are congested colonies and slums lacking basic facilities. Recently, I have seen newspaper reports that central vistas of Delhi being recast to accommodate growing requirements of the city and to make it more aesthetic. In this context, a raging debate has started between preservationists and modern architects whether to preserve the old heritage buildings or build the new ultra-modern high-rise buildings in Delhi. I see in Delhi and other big cities of India that roads are broad, but these are not pedestrian friendly. These roads are meant for cars and not for common men who walk on foot. The same thing can be said about the public parks. In Delhi, there are big parks and sprawling gardens. But these parks are located far away from residential colonies and not easily accessible. One can reach there only by car and not walk down. It gives me a feeling that these parks are there to showcase the grandeur of the city without much use to the ordinary people. Urban planning should take care of all these aspects. I'm not boasting, but I would like to say that if you visit Seoul, you will find that both modern and old buildings harmoniously coexist. Roads are pedestrian, cyclist, and disabled friendly. Parks look aesthetically beautiful, well kept, and have leisure and recreational activities. Ladies and gentlemen, we in Korea have experienced rapid urbanization after the 1960s. Like India, Korea was predominantly an agrarian society. After the Korean War, which took place 1950 to 1953, Korea experienced rapid industrialization and urbanization. The problems linked with urbanization were too important to be overlooked. So the government and all other stakeholders in urban development worked hand in hand to provide a smart solution to meet the needs of our cities and city dwellers. The result is for all of us to see. Today, Korea is one of the world's most urbanized societies, with 92% of its people living in cities. And the Korean cities have all the facilities and the infrastructure which a truly modern city can boast of. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share some urban development experience of our two cities, the capital city of Seoul and Songdo, the new Korea's smartest city. Let me pick up 3 success stories of Seoul metropolitan government in urban transformation. How Seoul revived its Han River. How the city revived 11-kilometer long Cheonggyecheon stream connected to the Han River. And how Seoul has successfully transformed its landfill site into a picturesque tourist hangout. First, Han River restoration. Like the Yamuna River in Delhi, the Han River flows through the Seoul city. Much like Yamuna, some decades ago, Han River too was synonymous with pollution, with all waste, industrial and household, from the city finding its way into the river. Seoul metropolitan government decided to revive the river, chalked out the revival plan, earmarked a budget, and completed the work in a time-bound manner. Today, not only Han River's water quality is much more improved, but it is now a river of tourist attraction. The river, with its arcing bridges, hanging parks, walkways, bike and bicycle paths, restaurants, concerts alongside the river, and river sports, presents a charming spectacle. Next, Cheonggyecheon stream revival. The restoration of 11-kilometer Cheonggyecheon stream is another successful example of an urban renewal project in Korea. The Cheonggyecheon stream was created back in 1411 to cross the heart of the city back then. For centuries, the stream was a part of everyday life of the people. Later, it degraded into an open sewer, and subsequently to accommodate increasing traffic, the Cheonggye elevated highway was built over it. Though the highway served as a main traffic artery in the heart of downtown Seoul, but it couldn't address the deplorable condition of the stream. In 2003, the Seoul Metropolitan City Government, by displaying its strong political will and determination, demolished the elevated highway to restore the stream to its present form. What was once a busy elevated road that accommodated 170,000 vehicles a day is now a landscaped stream, sprawling public space, and prime recreational hub for the residents and also for the tourists. Now I'll talk about Nanjido Landfill Park. Similarly, Seoul, as part of smart waste management, has converted its Nanjido landfill site, which was once a garbage mountain, much like garbage mountain on the outskirts of Delhi, has now been turned into a picturesque tourist site and an ecological park which welcomes millions of visitors every year. You all must be wondering how a garbage mountain can be turned into a tourist attraction. But Korea has done it so well that it can be emulated by other countries. Seoul subway system. When it comes to urban mobility, Seoul has one of the best public transportation systems in the world. Seoul City's subway system is one of the most convenient and the fastest ways to get around the city. There are 9 subway lines connecting the city underground. There are a stream of buses crisscrossing the town through designated bus lanes above ground. The Seoul subway system manages an astounding 8 million travelers a day. Literally, you need to see it to believe it. Next, Seoul waste management. Seoul also has one of the successful waste management systems in the world. We have introduced a volume-based waste-free system for garbage disposal. Under the system, residents are obligated to separate waste into recyclable, non-recyclable food waste and purchase designated volume-based disposal bags to throw away their garbage. Once these wastes are dumped, local municipalities collect, recycle, and treat municipal waste. We also harness energy from waste through waste-to-energy plants. Next, the technology used in Seoul. In terms of technology use, Seoul is way ahead. I am proud to share that our capital city, Seoul, has been enjoying the world's best e-government city status for the 7th consecutive time. There are over 6,000 automated bins equipped with scales and radio frequency identification. Residents can deposit their household waste directly in these bins. The machine calculates the fee by weighing the waste, and residents pay by swiping their smart cards in front of scanner. Going ahead, Seoul Metropolitan Government is executing an ambitious plan to turn the capital city into the most advanced city in the world through the use of big data, ICT, blockchain, IoT, and other emerging technologies of fourth industrial revolution. This will not only help better manage the city, but also allow the residents to use their time and resources more efficiently, making urban living more sustainable, safer, cleaner, and happier. Last, Songdo City, our new city, smart city. The story of urban development in Songdo City is far more fascinating. Songdo, our smartest city, has set a new standard for future cities. It is built on a 600-hectare parcel of artificial land dredged from the Yellow Sea, near Seoul's Incheon Airport. What distinguishes this city from others are its high-end technological features. The apartments and buildings are fitted with the latest technological gadgets. You can make video calls from the television set, monitor your children playing in the playground on television from the comfort of your drawing room. Here, the garbage is collected and separated automatically, sucked out of apartments by a vacuum chute, and collected at the sorting facility. There is a control center for the city, which uses an extensive network of CCTV cameras to monitor the city's traffic system, access control, power distribution, water supply, fire protection, and dispatch emergency response based on the situation. In a way, all areas of urban life are governed by state-of-the-art technology. Not just technology, Songdo City has impressive design. About 40% of its area has green spaces and parks. The Central Park is a large public space intended to provide leisure to those living in Songdo. There are dedicated bike and bicycle paths, walkways, LED street lighting, and charging stations for electric vehicles throughout the city. For President Moon Jae-in government, smart cities are one of the areas of innovative growth of Korea, whose global markets are expected to grow at the fastest rate. My President Moon Jae-in, he incidentally made a very important speech yesterday at Seoul, Korea's second largest city in Busan, Smart City Strategy Initiative. We are building another 2 smart cities in Busan and Sejong as the cities of future, which will be enabled and led by the latest and most advanced technologies. Furthermore, people in Korea focus on smart city as one of areas of collaboration between the 2 Koreas, South and North Korea. Working with North Korea to build smart cities in North Korea would contribute to the Korean Peninsula's peace process. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, Korea has invaluable experience in urban structure development, urban infrastructure development, urban renewal, urban mobility, waste management, and building futuristic smart cities. In this one area, I do see a strong possibility of Korea-India bilateral cooperation. At the time when India has put in place a smart city mission, our bilateral cooperation in this area can accrue a huge mutual benefit. And I would like to solicit everybody who has an interest and expertise on this smart city concept to visit Korea. 7 hours flight from here. With these remarks, I thank the organizers for this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you very much.